G'day everyone, Andrew here from Hutchin & Pearce, and I'm here with Jason from Hutchin & Pearce at his place on a beautiful Saturday morning here on the 5th day of spring, which is good.
Fantastic.
We've had some pretty exciting times at Hutchin & Pearce over the last 12 months, even despite the COVID stuff. We've had a huge growing season, great amount of rainfall, tractors flying out the door, headers flying out the door, getting pumped up for a big harvest. But I think there's been no one in the company more excited than this man right here since about November last year.
Christmas in August. This is awesome.
Right.
Pretty stoked that machinery's here.
That's it. We last November we decided to apply for the compact construction franchise, and Jason absolutely loves the construction side. So Jason, you started with Hutchies in 2011 or 12?
2012.
2012?
Yeah, May 2012.
In TechSite.
TechSite, yeah.
And you might recognise his voice from all of our phone systems. Give us a welcome to Hutchin & Pearce.
Welcome to Hutchin & Pearce.
Nice. Since then, Jace went back to school, did some training around IT, and moved from TechSite into the IT department, and one of our IT specialists in there now supporting the company. But before that, you had a different life, and what was that?
I was in construction. I was playing with Tonka toys. Slightly different brand, but still the interest is there, and I haven't been on one of these toys for at least 8 years, so it's a fantastic opportunity for me to dust off the boots and get back in the cab and swing some metal around in the backyard of my place. And a little bit nervous, but we'll see how things pan out today.
That's right. And stock's arriving now. We've got the skid steer, the entry-level wheel machine here, the 314G with a 4-in-1 bucket, and we've got the mini excavator, the E18ZS zero swing up the back there. So this is our first impressions. We get a chance to get a skilled operator in the seat and see how they go. He's done that before. Okay, having a bit of a spell. First impressions, Jace, what do you reckon?
Absolutely amazing little digger, plenty of power, flexibility, there's zero turn. In this circumstance, plays out really well. So you can get all different types of angles, and yeah, it does the job, does it really well. Lots of power for the size of the machine.
What weight are those root bowls? A couple hundred kilos?
Oh yeah, easy a couple of 100 kilos. Plus they're in the earth fairly, solid. So it takes a lot to get them out. But lifting them, it didn't have a problem at all.
How do you find the accuracy of the control?
Oh, spot on. Really good. Very, very sort of lively controls and predictable. Very much industry standard, I'd say. Plus really good power behind it. So overall, I'm really impressed by the little machine. Great size for this sort of application.
Cool. And with the breakout forces and the power, you're saying that it was nearly lifting the machine off the ground most of the time?
Yeah, exactly. it had enough power to, it'd pull itself over basically.
Yeah.
So it does have the power there. So it's basically lifting whatever, and plus its own weight. It does have a lot of hydraulic pull there. Yeah, good breakout power.
But I suppose we'll do a bit of a walk around of it in a minute, but compared to the others in the similar class of 1.7, this is 1.85 tons of weight, so it gives you a little bit more grunt rather than pulling yourself over, I suppose.
Yeah, and that helps for stability. You need some weight there, otherwise you're just going to pull yourself across the paddock there. Yeah, you do need a bit of inertia to keep yourself in place, and that helps.
How'd you find the blade?
The blade, actually I haven't used it as yet, but it keeps, when you put it down, it keeps you in place, which is really good.
What you want.
Yeah, again, once you blow the tracks out, you've got the stability with that blade, especially when you're starting to pull some of those big root bowls out. I can't say anything bad about it. It's a great little machine, and now it's used, I have to buy it.
Right, we'll do a quick walk around of the machine, give you the high points and features. So the model number is the E18ZS, which is the E series 1.8 ton, which is actually 1.836 in operating weight. Zero swing, so ZS for zero swing. All the normal controls and features you'd find on any little mini excavator, with a hydraulic lockout arm there, give you plenty of room to get up into the seat, adjustable seat, and then push that red lever down, lock it in place, and enable your pilot operated controls. The engine, as we walk around, might get Andrew here, our trusty salesman from Wagga, to open up that door. Get access in there to your daily service points, as well as from the side panel for cleaning radiators and different things. You've also got at the front of the seat access panel for batteries, and you take that floor off to access all your valves and hydraulic lines. It's a Yanmar 3-cylinder, so Yanmar are the leaders in small diesel engines across the world, and John Deere use them in the excavators, as well as the skid steers, compact track loaders, and the compact tractor lineup on the ag side as well. Very faithful small diesel engines for all purposes. The blade here, which is handy little feature, it's got plenty of throw out from the main track chassis, and it's also got expandable wings on that, so that'll, you can see now the Andrew's just demonstrating there. Lock out, gives you the full width of that track as it's on the expanded setting at the minute. Yeah, the track expands out to 1330 mils, and in as narrow as I think it's 990. So down under that metre to get nice and close down garden paths and things. And that expandable blade at the front is quite handy. The boom, we've got some handy work lights on the boom as well as up onto the canopy itself. The rotating beacon on the other side, and then we've also got auxiliary hydraulics plumbed into the boom out there to the boom arm as well, which is quite handy. A lot of the hydraulic lines are all enclosed, giving you a bit more safety and security and less chance of damage. Buckets, at the moment you see we've got that Norm triple bucket package. Got a 450 trenching bucket that's on it there at the moment. We've got the 300mm trenching bucket over there, the 900mm mud bucket that Jace was using a minute ago, and that single tine ripper. Quite a handy little package and very sturdy. We've also got the half hitch fitted on the machine as well for that quick detach and swapping over buckets. We've also got the option of a hydraulic quick attach as well. Yeah, so pretty sturdy little machine. We've got service panels sticker up the top in the visibility roof, which is quite handy. Gives you all your service points and service intervals. Nice and comfy seat that Jace has got adjusted for himself here at the minute, and a nice little LED dash giving you the speed, the readouts, the fuel tank level, and any codes if need be. Okay, here we are after the weekend. Jace has finished cleaning up all the yuccas. Got a few bits and pieces of roots and things to sort through now before he rebuilds that retaining wall, but job's pretty much finished. How was it, Jace, after being on it for a day and a half?
I was quite surprised at how much work I achieved in one day. The second day was basically just clean up and get rid of everything, but the amount of work that you can achieve on such a small machine is quite astounding. You know, in an area like this where you have to be mindful of of the building, especially when it's your own, make sure you don't knock it down. It was a really powerful small machine. I was surprised by how fast the controls were. How much power it had. It was fairly precise too, which means that everything you try to achieve, you could do.
And you had a couple of big yuccas out the back that you wanted to transplant?
Yeah, the base of the yucca is around about between 1.5 to 3 meters in diameter. They were established there for well over 8-9 years. So they were in there good and solid. With the use of the ripper, one of the attachments that comes with the machine, I was able to dissect the yuccas and pull them out, split them individually, which helped greatly. And then I could finally remove the majority of the base. Yeah, it was a great little performer.
Cool. And for that entry-level package, we're only looking at about finance from about $137 a week for the base machine, and then add the trade pack of the buckets and a plant trailer. It's pretty achievable to get into if you're a tradie or someone looking at the first machine.
Yeah, it's quite an attractive machine, price for the size of it, considering the potential around Wagga and districts. That machine will be well utilised, and that type of payment really isn't a great deal, considering how much money you could make doing jobs like these. There's always, if you look up and down my street here, a lot of people are renovating, they're returfing, they're getting rid of yuccas, sort of old plants, and refreshing the appearance of their house and putting equity back in their houses.
Yeah.
Brilliant little machine. I'd put it up amongst any of the major brands currently on the market for value and its versatility.
No, that's right, and I suppose from our perspective, we've got 11 service locations across southern New South Wales, looking after the Riverina, Central West and Northeast Victoria, so that's a bit of a plug for Hutchinson Pearce. So talk to us today. If you're interested in a demo on your job site, or just want to get some pricing off our local salesman, give us a call.